This is David Brox, joined alongside Vernon Birmingham. We have Austin Bennett on the sideline. We are here at Lansing High School again this week for the final regular season matchup between the Lansing Lions, the home team, and the Mill Valley undefeated Jaguars at 8-0 coming in. Lansing playing for their playoff lives, needing a victory here tonight to secure a playoff berth. Let's check out some of the key players. Sophomore Christian Jegan and Alex Rounds look to make this defense go, and Jegan is a big player on offense as well for Lansing. Christian Abbott, number 12, had an injury last week, came out of the ball game, but looks to do good things this week. He will play tonight. Number 43, Hector Porter, out of the backfield, and watch him at the middle linebacker position. Will come through strong. How you doing, Vernon?
Doing well.
So we got the coin toss here at the beginning. We'll be right back after this commercial for the first half kickoff. This is David Brox with SHUKC.com, getting set for kickoff in this final regular season matchup. We understand that we'll have a starting quarterback back in the lineup for Mill Valley tonight, Vernon, Mr. Logan Koch.
Yes, talked to Coach Appleby before the game, and he did mention that he is going to be back under center, which is kind of key. You know, they've been building a lot of momentum heading into the playoffs, and to now go back to Logan at quarterback, you know, head into the playoffs. I'm sure they're wanting to get a look tonight to see how much rust he needs to knock out.
You're talking about one of the most explosive players in our area early in this season. Over 459 yards on the ground. We'll look to do the same thing this week against the Lansing defense that frankly struggled last week against the Stallions. So we will keep our eye on the score at Washington High School, which has an impact on these Lansing Lions. If the Washington Wildcats are able to get a victory against Slagle, they would move on into the playoffs. And we have kickoff on the ground, taken at the 25. Move upfield, and he'll be brought down right there at the 29-yard line where the Mill Valley Jaguars will get their first drive.
Yeah, number 5, TJ Phillips, the linebacker, just wanted to secure the kick, you know, be safe with it. Not your typical running back, so he's just wanted to have both hands covering up that ball to give Mill Valley a start here.
Phillips, one of the top defenders on this team, out on special teams as well as the Mill Valley Jaguars. Come out with 5 wide receivers.
Hey, is that Coke or Koch?
Koch.
Koch?
Koch at quarterback, flag down. Be a penalty against Mill Valley.
False start against the Jaguars.
Five-yard penalty back, set him back 1st and 15 for Mill Valley. Snap, and we're thrown on the first play of the game. Rolls to the sideline, good block. Incomplete pass right along the sideline. Mixing it up to get started here tonight.
Yeah, first play, Cook comes out, rolls left. Good pressure from the defensive front of Lansing, able to kind of make him hold on to the ball a little longer than he probably wanted to. Good job by the linebacker there, getting out to his coverage zone there on first down.
Brings up 2nd down and 15 for the Jags.
2nd down, 15. They will bring it in tight now. Single wide receivers near and far. Colt keeps up the middle with room. Breaks away, and he's moving down the sideline. 50. He will go. Unless number 44 can make his way down there, he will not. First positive play is a touchdown for the Mill Valley Jaguars.
Welcome back, Logan Cook.
Touchdown, Mill Valley.
76 yards on the touchdown, and Mill Valley strikes first and fast.
And that is probably what Coach Appleby wanted to see, coming out. Like I said, maybe wanted to get a look at him and see how he was going to be able to bounce back heading into the playoffs, and impressive.
I said just a moment ago that he was one of the most explosive players before he got hurt earlier in the season, and he shows you why right there.
No rust.
The lefty on 4, the extra point. The kick is down, and it is good. One of the better kickers in this league. This is David Brox. We'll be right back with the Lansing Lions offense. David Brock's back for the Mill Valley kickoff. 76-yard touchdown run by Logan Cook. Kick is away. Bailey tests out the senior right away as he takes it, gets into the line, moves through. Good return out to the 27-yard line where Christian Abbott and the Lansing offense will start. Let's go down to Austin. What did you think about that first opening drive by Mill Valley? Pretty short one.
Yeah, talk about a quick hitter, guys. And like you said, Vernon, welcome back to the quarterback. Spread out 5 wide on the first 2 plays and waste no time getting a touchdown on the board. Great start for Mill Valley.
Christian Abbott will come out. 4 wide receivers. 2 near and far with Hector Porter starting in the backfield. Colin McQuillan out of this ball game with a stomach flu. Out to Bailey, caught up near first down. Good out route by Khalil Bailey.
Your basic out route. It's good also to see Abbott get his first throw under his belt. We know last week in the game we had against Schlegel, he went down in the 4th quarter with an injury. So to see him come out here in first play, find his main man, you know, that ball was pretty much right where it needed to be.
Mill Valley's defense has feasted off the running attacks that seen from Tonganoxie, Bonner Springs throughout this year, and even Baser. Lansing is going to spread, and they are going to throw the ball as Abbott in the shotgun now takes the snap. Blitz comes, quick throw, caught up ahead, pickup of about 6 yards for Lansing. Pick up 2, Bennett.
Kenneth Banks there, you know, came in quarterback role last week in the 4th quarter. Comes out, second play of the game, get a reception. We see the key, well, the game plan right now for Lansing is going to be quick hitters. You know, the cornerbacks are playing pretty, you know, 5-7 yards off. They're just going to try to get everything quick.
I called him Bennett. That is Banks, number 4, on the reception. 2nd down, 4, staying ahead of the chains early is Mill Valley. Blitz coming off the edge again. Abbott steps up and fires across the middle, incomplete. Will bring up a 3rd and 4 for Lansing.
Yeah, good pressure there by Mill Valley. We've seen them on the first few plays send backers each play on blitzes, so they're going to try to keep the pressure on Abbott, which is, again, a key. Why he's going to be looking to get rid of the ball early this evening.
But to keep an eye on number 1, Christian Jagan, underclassman, but will be looking to follow and shadow, as expected, shadowing Khalil Bailey up top of your screen on 3rd and 4. Same formation for Lansing. Snap is away. Punt fake, high throw, incomplete to Banks. And Lansing will have to punt the football back to Mill Valley.
And that play was open. You know, fake that outside wheel route. Just looking for Banks curled up there. He's just had a little bit high. If he would have got it down on the numbers, he would have probably picked up that first down.
4th down, Hector Porter. Back on the punt. Mill Valley setting up for a block, looking to put some pressure on this kicker. Snap is back and high and over the head of Hector Porter. He'll take it at 22. Will make a quick move.
He can still kick
Still have opportunity to kick the ball, but he does not. Goes out of bounds at about the 39, where Mill Valley will take over on the high snap over the head of Hector Porter.
Yeah, unfortunate high snap there. However, you know, he was able to get by a couple of guys, and maybe, I mean, he's under a lot of pressure, so no telling what he's thinking, but he could have still probably tried to get off a kick at least.
I don't know if that's their regular punt or not, or if you don't practice and know that position, you don't make that type of decision in that place. But nonetheless, Lansing digging a big hole here early, giving Mill Valley great field position at the 39 of Lansing. Cook, same formation with 5 wide, sets in the pocket, fires down the sideline, incomplete. 2 receivers in the same spot, but overthrown a little bit.
Yeah, no doubt somebody kind of ran the wrong route there, considering 2 receivers in the same area. Nonetheless, ball was overthrown there on first down.
You want to start looking to the future in the KVL of receivers that'll take the place and perform at a level of Khalil Bailey. You keep an eye on number 1. Got the same type of frame, height, speed. Will take the ball on reverses as well. So Cook, option in the backfield. He's wrapped up and not able to tackle. They are able to bring him down in the backfield for a big loss.
Yeah, initial contact back there. No, good job of you know, doing your responsibility other than finishing the tackle. Didn't fall for the keeper by Cook there. Was able to stick with his guy.
Third down, 13 for the Mill Valley Jaguars. Cook joined in the backfield by Nick Wilson. Big game by him last week. He will keep Cook up the middle with room. Breaks through at the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Mill Valley Jaguars. An early show for Mr. Cook.
Early in the game, but you also wonder why run anything else right now when you know he's doing a good job of reading that ball there. You know, all he's doing is reading the ends. If he see them stay up, he's going under them. That's what he was able to do. Good kick out block there by the right tackle. Walks it into the end zone, and I mean literally walks it into the end zone.
13-0. Pending this extra point. Connor Mills, the kicker, booms it through. Actually, no good.
However, there was offside, so they're going to be able to kick it again.
We have a penalty, so we'll stay here for a moment. It was no good, but they will get another opportunity.
Oh, they picked it up.
Oh, they picked it up, so no good. So this is David Brox with SHUKC.com. We'll be right back. David Brox, early in this first quarter, Logan Cook show. 2 long touchdown runs of 76, 36, maybe 34 on the last one. Not the start Lansing wanted to get off to here tonight on their home field, needing a victory and maybe some help in order to get into the playoffs. The kick is up and away, kick it directly to Bailey. Again, taken near the goal line. Able to make a move and get up. Brought down inside the 20-yard line, so good coverage by the Mill Valley, not afraid of Khalil Bailey.
At the same time, you won't be able to see this looking at the broadcast, but the field conditions aren't really that great. The field looks good, but I had a chance to go down there earlier, and it's still wet from all the rain that we had yesterday. So you could kind of tell there Bailey didn't have anywhere to kind of, any room to kind of plant his foot to cut, and that's his game on the returns.
So will come out Bailey up top by himself here against Jegan. One-on-one, no safety help. Abbott. Give up the middle to Porter, who's got some room, pushes forward for a good first down, pickup of 5 yards for Lansing.
That's key because we saw earlier they're going to need to be able to run the ball a little bit tonight in order to continue to have any type of openings in the passing game. So be able to pick up 5-6 yards on first down is huge.
How important it is to Austin not to panic here.
Yeah, what you want to do is stay in your game plan. You have one-on-one up top. Bailey's your best player. Coming into this, I thought he needed to get about 20 touches overall. Let's see if they start working him in with that man coverage.
Go under center, straight give up the middle with room, breaks away, 30, up ahead, 40, still making its way down the sideline into Mill Valley territory, number 21 for Lansing, the backup running back.
Jordan Gerard is doing a good job of keeping his feet moving back there, going to get the opportunity tonight to get some touches, considering their main running back, Colin McQuillan, is going to be out this evening, so he's trying to step up.
Good first carry for number 21, Mr. Gerard. Christian Abbott going to the shotgun. Bailey up top by himself. Takes the snap. Fires towards the sideline to the tight end, number 81, with a catch. And out of bounds for Ben Johnson, 6'5", 225. Senior.
Still, that's a good game for first down. That's like a run play, basically, picking up 3 yards.
Staying ahead of the chains in Mill Valley territory for the first time this ball game. Second possession here for Lansing as Bailey will go up top with Gerard. Johnson in the slot along with Banks near side. Abbott takes the snap, fires out to Bailey. Get rocks right to the chain. Ball on the ground. And Mill Valley looks like they jumped on it. Big play there by Jegan to pull that out of the hand.
We saw one guy attempt to jump on it and missed it. And looks like Bailey was able to get back on top of it. So good hustle there by Bailey. The first Mill Valley guy came in
Pass is complete from Abbott to
Just,
Khalil
again,
Bailey.
wet conditions,
That
jumped
play
right
for
over
a
it. Should have been an easy
Recovery for Mill Valley. There's 4 Mill Valley players there, but Bailey didn't want to give up that fumble.
But again, this is the difference with the field conditions right there. You know, normally Bailey might be able to make a move and get around him, but not being able to cut.
Second catch for Bailey. Again, going one-on-one with Christian Jegan. Abbott fires toward the end zone, wide open. Khalil Bailey, touchdown, Lansing Lions. Best receiver in the state breaks away for the touchdown.
Yeah, again, the same play that we seen Lansing run last week and early in this game. You know, got the slot guy running a semi-wheel route.
35-yard
Pump fake to him, and Bailey was able to run right down the field.
out for the extra point.
Who faked the extra point. Throws it on the ground. Now that's a nice play, Bernie. He fell down on the ground and just Abbott with a very nice throw to drop it into him. Lansing answers with a 2-point conversion to make it 13-8.
Yeah,
Mill Valley.
I kind of missed that. Were they in the swinging gate?
They just count the numbers there. So that was, I don't know if we got that play on replay, but that was definitely a
here's a replay. We're going to see the inside, got the middle guy kind of run a route there, and with the pump fake was able to keep the defender standing still looking at the quarterback, and Bailey was wide open.
You got a good look at that, Austin. I'll call that Bailey's lazy route, where he looks like he's not doing anything, but then all of a sudden he explodes.
Let's say hello to our Lionettes, team captain and sophomore Danielle Francisco, Molly Parks, juniors Stephanie Henry, Hannah Eubanks.
Lansing now answers, make it 13-8. Will need to step up on defense because it's been a little too easy for Mr. Cook, as we might have a shootout on our hands, Mr. Birmingham. Kick is teed up on the ground. Lets it go through. Phillips will pick it up at the 25. Moves up, covered very well by number 2.
Elijah Barber there in the coverage. Good job. So as you said, you know, Lansing needs to make adjustments on defense right now. It's that simple. So they cannot continue to let Logan Cook in his comeback game come out and look like he never left, basically.
So they will break huddle now.
But you also have to wonder at the same time, considering he hasn't played, and us not even knowing he's going to play until before the game, how much of that going to the game planning from Lansing's side, preparing.
Nick Wilson will join him in the backfield. Pistol formation to give is to Wilson, who's able to get the edge 35-40. Up ahead to midfield, huge hit. Delivering a shot to number 15 of Lansing, but good run there by Nick Wilson.
And right there, that was the offensive line on the right side of the ball dominating. We saw the left guard pull there and knock out a guy.
Now that would have been a spear at Washington, but here at Mill Valley, that's just a good hit. I mean, at Lansing, that's just a good hit. Delivering the punch, Mr. Nick Wilson.
You better hit or be hit.
Cook keeps right up the middle. A little bit of room. Breaks away again, 40, 35. Wow. Breaks a tackle down the sideline. Logan Cook, touchdown. Mill Valley.
Little dip and dash there by Cook.
Touchdown, Mill Valley.
I mean, you got to give this line credit, but he's making some very nice moves out there.
And we see there, you know, right in the middle of the field, a couple opportunities there to make tackles, kind of sliding around, and Cook with the little in-out move is able to take it down the sideline. And right now, it's a quickness factor. Unfortunately, not to call him out, but Diaz was there to make the play, but it just doesn't have that speed in order to get to Cook.
Mill Valley on for the extra point now. We're playing video games here. Kick is up, and we'll call it good now as the score sits 20-8. Mill Valley. We'll be right back after this commercial. David Brock's back, 20-8.
Shootout.
Barely through the first quarter. Offenses, Lansing after initial three and out, come back and score a touchdown, but Logan Cook.
who's on pace to score 19 touchdowns tonight.
Will kick it straight back. Hector Porter fumbles the kick. Is able to pick up and move upfield. Tries to make a spin move, but will not. And they'll start this drive at the 12, deep in their own territory.
Stop is made by Grant Warford.
So Abbott will come back out on the field.
But what was interesting about that is the fact Porter and Bailey switched positions, considering so far every kick's been to that side.
You'll think they want to get it in his hands as much as possible.
Yeah, like
maybe.
Austin said, 20 touches. That's counting special teams.
They do stay man on man up top, jegging. As Abbott signals, takes the snap, fake give, or it is a give to Porter, who pulls away. Up ahead to the 18, good first down run for the Lansing Lions.
And the fact they're able to get good gain on first downs will continue to be huge. That's going to be able to open up that bubble route, that post route.
And number 13, Medeiros.
One of the coaches was getting on Banks over here, missed the block. Got to be able to stick those blocks as wide receivers.
Abbott will come out back in the shotgun, same formation, same coverage as a linebacker now, shades over into the slot, top of your screen. He is coming on a blitz though. Give right up the middle to Porter, gets close to the 20-yard line, and it'll be a third down and short for Lansing.
You see there on that last play, and the first time I kind of noticed it, but the splits for the offensive line of Lansing are wide, which is what they're trying to do there is kind of spread out the defense a little bit to open up those running lanes there as they did on first and second down. I mean, they're about 3-4 foot splits.
Abbott in the shotgun, two wide receivers up top. Fake give, fires it to Bailey, caught across the middle. Making a move as Mill Valley converges. First down catch for Khalil Bailey.
Good ball there by Abbott as well. That ball was right where it needed to be. Fired it in there between the defense. And route there, had a linebacker kind of dropping back into that zone, but he didn't get there quick enough, and Bailey was able to get the reception to move the chains.
All hands catch by Khalil Bailey, who comes down bottom of your screen now. Jegging to follow as they start now bringing a safety over to possibly make an adjustment to this passing game. Abbott takes the snap, fires it up, long and far, overthrown. Little mix up there on the pattern, run by Khalil Bailey.
Yeah, I think Bailey saw the guy over the top, but I don't think Abbott kind of realized it quick enough. So I don't know if Bailey was trying to adjust his route a little bit. But nonetheless, Abbott was able to get it out there long enough that it ended up being an incompletion rather than an interception.
How about that coverage switch up, Austin? Going away from the man-to-man real quick. Straight give up the middle. Looking for room. Nothing there as that Mill Valley defense up front, very stout. No gain there on second down.
No gain on the play. Stops made by number 45, Ryan Smith.
Number 45, Ryan Smith.
Look at the replay there. This is the defensive front that won that battle easily.
5:22 left in the first quarter.
Abbott a break huddle here. Third down 10. Needing a play here. Keep this drive alive as the Lansing defense try and figure something out on the sideline for Logan Cook. Abbott. Pump fakes. Fires across the middle. The Bailey caught. Fumbles the football. And Mill Valley will recover this time.
Pass is complete. Number 11, Khalil Bailey. Loose ball on the play.
Number 11 recovers the fumble. Henry Midget.
You see here on the replay, and I figured we're going to see Bailey run an in route here. Ran it right to the linebackers, though. Safety was able to come up and get a hit. Couldn't tell if he had possession or not. But that's what the referees on the field called it, was a catch and a fumble. And Mill Valley's going to get the ball again.
Did not see who got that hit for Mill Valley. Tyler Willard was back there playing safety earlier in the ball game, so we'll have to check that out later. But good field position for Mill Valley, starting out with a 20-8 lead. Straight give. Nick Wilson up the middle as Diaz meets him, but not before he picks up 6 yards on first down for Mill Valley.
Stop is made by number 57, Alex Diaz.
You know, one thing Lance's defense will have to start doing is making plays at the line of scrimmage, though. They can't keep, you know, giving up 5, 6, 7 yards a pop, which will be a long night for them.
Cook with Wilson in the backfield.
Probably going to see that same read option play here.
Keeps, this time, just as you said, Vernon, at the line of scrimmage, maybe a little bit behind, but a very short pickup for Mill Valley in a third down. An opportunity, perhaps, for Lansing.
And that's just, you know, the individual doing his job. His job was the key to run the quarterback there.
Mill Valley kind of a half huddle, shotgun formation. Same play. Keeper makes a nice spin move, spins away at the 20, breaks away, end zone, touchdown. Mill Valley, Logan Cook. And that is not a replay.
Difference there, that left guard was able to pull around and knock out Porter, and Cook was able to run right under him for his 4th. What did I say he was on pace for tonight?
19 touchdowns.
Probably not, because if they keep going at this pace, we probably won't see too much of him in the second half.
26-8. As Cook will stay on the field, they'll go for 2. Play fake, fires, overthrown, will be incomplete, and we'll stay at 26-8. 3:44 to go in the first quarter. This is David Brox with SHUKC. We'll be right back. We're back. David Brox, Vernon Birmingham, and Austin Bennett on the sideline as Mill Valley set to kick off again.
This is how deep your program is, when you have a different kicker for the kickoffs and a different kicker for your extra points.
Fake reverse by Hector Porter, and he's wide open. He's going to break free. Kicker to beat. Can't pull away from him, but good starting field position for Lansing. He will start at their own 45.
You got to beat the kicker, man. You got to put a move on the kicker, Hector.
Nice return by number 43, Hector Porter.
But that's a good return, you know, the fake reverse there. Of course, everybody's going to key in on Bailey, and he was able to get a big gain here, which is what, you know, pretty much what they need right now.
Lansing pretty much has to answer as their defense hasn't found any solutions. See Bailey in a little bit tighter up top. Loves to run that corner route. Almost kind of a half circle route, so keep an eye on the top of your screen against Jegan.
You know, the offensive line in Lansing is doing a good job so far in this game, keeping off the defense, off Abbott.
Blitz coming, 2 backers. Fires high, incomplete. Bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Lansing Lions.
That's a play they'll be able to come back to later and maybe fake that throw right there, and they had number 81 kind of wide open going right down the seam.
Ben Johnson. Ball there intended for Banks. 2nd down, 10.
Well, I mean, as long as I'm one-on-one, and you got Bailey without any safety help, even though he's kind of cheating over. You might be able to run the tight end down the middle as well.
I formation, straight give up the middle to Gerard. He will not get much. Banged down by Mr. Phillips, the leading tackler on this ball club.
Number 21, Jordan Gerard.
Good job there by Phillips.
Stop is made by number 5.
Filling the lane, making the contact, and not allowing any yards after the contact.
Again on the play, 3rd down and 10 for the Lions.
3rd down, 10 for the Lions.
See, what's happening every time when these 2 receivers are this tight, they're going to continue to have safety help over the top. But we see might be a blitz there from the corner.
Quick blitz, untouched, falls down, kind of lost his footing there, but number 25 may get credit for it.
Yeah, Micah Clark there came with the corner blitz. We see Mill Valley mixing it up quite a bit. We're seeing some inside blitzes from backers, outside blitz backer. We see a corner blitz there.
4th down and 15.
4th down and 15. Adventures on the first punt by Lansing as the snap goes over his head. This time Porter will stand at his 26-yard line, kicking to Christian Jegan. Kick is away. angle towards the sideline, rolls a bit. Jegan is able to pick it up at around the 20 with room, working his way upfield, loses his footing. And Mill Valley, an opportunity now to get a 70-yard touchdown perhaps.
Logan Cook.
Tackles made by number 50, Ben Troutman.
You got to think of what the potential for this young man might have been despite the injury. Again, off to just a fantastic start, gouging defenses.
Just imagine this, though. If he's back to playing at this level and the way this team's been playing already, Mill Valley might be able to make a little bit of noise in the playoffs.
Jegan. Hit right up the middle. Big hit by number 67, but not before Nick Wilson's able to pick up 6 yards there on first down.
Yeah, 67 there.
Ran on the field late and got a tackle.
Yeah, ran on the field and got right in the midst.
Gain of 6 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 4 for the Jags.
2nd down, 4 for Mill Valley. Come out half pistol formation, offset eye with Nick Wilson behind Cook. Throws out to the side. That's Ty Bruce, the backup quarterback who's played real well for Mill Valley, getting on the field and making a contribution. First down play for Mill Valley.
Yeah, nice design play there. Jeff Beck was able to come in and make the play. So we're seeing Lansing, we're seeing Mill Valley going into the playbook here a little bit.
Bruce will line up far side now with Jegan at the bottom of your screen. Cook, number 52, comes across the line. Will get the flag.
It came across, just kind of stood there like waiting and waiting.
Waiting for the inevitable.
And here's the thing, Mill Valley don't need help right now moving forward, so.
First down, 5. Ball at the 48-yard line. Cook checking his play chart. Takes the snap, sets in the pocket, fires near side to Jegan. Ball is tipped away. Very nice play by number 44 for Lansing.
And that might be a little bit, that might have a little bit to do with Cook just coming back because Jegan had steps after steps on the defender there, but he's just underthrew it a little bit. If he'd have let it more up the field, that's another touchdown.
Anthony Anderson with the breakup. Senior at 6 foot 170, making a good play there along the sideline. Second down, 5, Mill Valley. Cook. You almost might check. Good hard count. Lansing did not come into the neutral zone. Timeout called by Mill Valley. We'll take it with them. David Brox will be right back. Second down, 5 for Mill Valley after the timeout. Cook, single wide receivers near and far. 2 tight ends stack. Speed option. Pulled by Cook. Keeps, moves upfield. Hits the sideline, turns upfield into Lansing territory in a first down run. Very patient run by Logan Cook.
All right. Right now it's just tackling for Lansing. They're able to get there on a few occasions early in this game. They're just not able to make tackles. They're coming in hot, losing their footing. As we see Porter there. You got to be able to, in these type of conditions, it's going to be very important to break down and make the play.
Will come out first down. Mill Valley moving the ball at will. Cook. Bit of a false start. They will throw the flag. Will be an opportunity now for Lansing, although they've been getting gouged. First down, 15. Get them behind the chains and maybe make a play here on first down.
What was it called? Illegal formation? Oh, false start.
First down, 15. Ball marked at the 41. Cook looking to the sideline. 3 different coaches up top signaling the plays in. Cook. Give is to Wilson. Straight give up the middle with room. Now 35 hits the sideline. 30. 3 men to beat. Stays in bounds. Spins away. Touchdown. Mill Valley. Nick Wilson.
Touchdown, Mill Valley.
I have no explanation on there. It's just doing whatever they want to. What'd you see down there, Austin?
Well, guys, it's a two-headed monster in the backfield. When you got guys like they have up front with those big 5 linemen and the 2 tight ends, 19 and 85, it's pretty much whatever you want to do. We've seen them open the playbook up a little bit, but they really haven't had to. It's either number 4 for a touchdown or we got 33 this time for a touchdown. Nice job by Mill Valley.
32-8. We sit and we are not out of the first quarter.
Yeah, Dylan Cole's doing a good job up front from the tight end position for Mill Valley.
Kick, bang through. As Mill Valley now, I don't know at what point you can even start thinking about pulling your starters, but Lansing has an explosive offense.
I mean, but I have to think it's going to be pretty early tonight. You know, what you don't want in this type of game with the muddy field positions and all those things is having anybody get hurt. But basic dive, and you got defenders losing their feet, slipping. No, one defender there, number 9 for Lansing, Sage Herrera, looked like he was going to be able to make a play. He kind of pulled up, kind of went down. But, you know, tackling's the name of the game right now for Lansing. They're not doing it.
Nick Wilson, big game last week. Off to a good start here tonight as Bailey will go back deep into position. Same spot that they've kicked the ball each time, so perhaps another opportunity for Khalil Bailey. Boom to the sideline, into the end zone. It will be a touchback for the Lansing Lions, who will take over at the 20 with 30 seconds here in the first quarter.
Andrew Hicks is the kickoff kicker for Mill Valley. Then we see Connor Mills as the extra point field goal kicker.
Lions will start first down and 10 on their own 20-yard line. 30 seconds.
I was going to say earlier, I'm one of those crazy offensive coordinator guys when it gets like this. And got Khalil Bailey. I'm just going to throw it up to him every play.
Safety, number 27, cheating over a little bit. As Abbott in the shotgun, now with Porter in the backfield. Quick throw out. Banks with a catch. Not much after, though. On first down, maybe a pickup of 2.
And even though they're playing that safety kind of over the top, all you need to do is run that slot guy, that inside guy, in some type of middle route. You're going to make him hold his spot there, and then you have that one-on-one down at the bottom of the screen.
But that corner route, if he's able to get around somebody again, able to do some good things there. But this Lansing offense at this point needs to sustain a drive and give the coaches an opportunity to try and figure something out.
They need to stop a drive is what they need to do.
We're at the end of the first quarter. We'll be right back after this commercial.
The students of Lansing High School.
David Brock's back at Lansing High School, and there's a bounty on the bunny. As Christian Abbott will go into the shotgun, 4 wide receivers. Abbott, pump fakes, fires, looking to get Abbott. Trips up a little bit, incomplete, a little bit overthrown by Abbott.
Yeah, it looks like Bailey even might have lost his foot in there a little bit.
But again, the coverage there, one-on-one. Jeggin was a little bit closer than that first big play.
We see Lansing often kind of using the pump fake there to try to hold the defender, hold the safety to allow a true one-on-one.
Number 27, safety back up top. Bailey is his third down long. Abbott rolls, moves up into the pocket, fires the ball up. Incomplete around the 50. Lansing will have to punt the ball back to Mill Valley.
Yeah, that throw was more due to the pressure there. You know, Abbott rolled out to the left. He was hoping to get outside, but the defender came so far up the field he had to cut back under. He was able to kind of get his feet set to make the throw that he needed to make.
Alex Rounds with the pressure from the defensive end position, one of the top sack leaders here in the SHUKC area. Porter back to kick again to Christian Jeggin. Snap is back. Kick Right at him and low. Caught on the fly, fumbles the football. And Lansing able to get on top of it.
Number
recover
67,
the
I
fumble.
think it was. C.J. Perez.
So Perez comes in and gets a tackle, runs down on special teams and collects.
Good hustle
fumble.
there by Perez. Look at the replay. He hustled down the field. And we could see immediately because of the way that ball rotation was going, that was going to be a tough, a tough return there for Jagan.
You definitely want him to come up and try and catch that football on the fly. As that low kick, he had some room quick. But Abbott right back on the field in Mill Valley territory. Give is to Porter with bursts upfield, makes a nice move, and good pickup on first down.
And that's good because they need that. Again, the fact that right now Mill Valley's defense has to be thinking don't get beat deep. So it's, they still have to be able to at least try to run the ball a little bit. Don't you agree there, Austin?
Abbott now break huddle, 2nd down, 3. Looks like it looks like 4 to me though. Bailey will come near side in the flat with Gerard, who goes in motion far side. Fake give. Abbott up the middle, runs the football, pulled down, very close to a first down. Will depend on the spot, which is around the 42.
Tried to do a little bit of.
You call it, Vernon. Is that a first down?
Yes.
No, they quickly call it 3rd down.
They're wrong. They just don't want to stop the clock right now to measure it.
Vernon Birmingham officially now 0 for 1.
I think that's a first down. I think right now they're like, we need to keep this clock going. It's 33-8.
And coach on the sideline of Lansing asking for a measurement. Let's roll through our sponsors.
Timeout on the field.
SHUKC of Kansas City, www.shukc.com. Serenity Counseling and Wellness Center. Help is one call away. Hindu Productions. Precision, passion, perfection. Chisholm & Sons Trucking. You call, we haul. Chick-fil-A at the Plaza. Eat more chicken. We have a timeout here at Lansing.
Kind of look out there. It just looks like it should have been close enough to measure, unless they have a better angle than I have. I have my nice glasses on this evening.
It's probably a matter of touching that line of get, but they were lining up in the shotgun. I'm always a big fan of just getting under center and pushing forward. But this Mill Valley does have some size. Number 45 there, defensive tackle. May not allow Mr. Abbott quarterback sneak. They will push. Able to slide through. Very good job there by Christian Abbott to get the first down.
You see them get right back to the line of scrimmage there, ready to go. Got 2 plays called, I'm sure.
Abbott takes the ball, fires out to Bailey. A little bit of a low throw, wasn't able to keep his footing, and will have to go down right there for no gain.
Yeah, that's a long throw for Abbott. It wasn't able to get it out there in order to allow Bailey to try to make a move.
We saw last week that bubble screen that they've been so successful with this season get picked off, so we'll have to see if that's something that they call tonight and if Mill Valley watched the film. Playing a little bit off, though, so not like Sligo last week.
You see here in a 3-receiver set up top, you actually have to go true. That's a long throw.
Ball overthrown out of bounds.
And it's probably a good thing it was a high throw out of bounds. If not, that's going to be a pick 6.
3rd down 10 for Lansing. You're going for it either way, so you don't have to try and pick up all 10 on one play. Maybe still keeping the running game in the cards.
Coming back same formation, so you actually kind of wonder if the coaches saw something here on that last play.
Maybe look for that bubble screen to Bailey. Defenders do come up on the line. Good pump fake. Gets away from the pressure. Fires the ball up. Unable to bring it in as Banks.
Yeah, a lot of contact down there. Referees let them play through it.
4th down 10. Lansing obviously will go for it.
4th down and 10 for the Lions.
trailing big time here in the second quarter.
We saw a blitz there. Abbott was able to escape there, so we'll probably see Mill Valley bring more pressure here on this play. They play your basic 3-4 defense. We don't see too much of that here in the high school level.
Abbott, shotgun, 2 wide receivers. Fires long, out, incomplete, overthrown. And Mill Valley will take over at their own 35-yard line, ahead 33-8.
The Lansing Jazz Band is hosting Jazz.
Abbott had the time. I just think he kind of rushed it there. Got rid of it a little bit. He probably a second too early, didn't get Bailey enough time to get into his route. What are you seeing down there, Austin, on that last possession for Lansing?
Well, guys, I was waiting for him to get out of that double-double look and manipulate the defense by formation. When they went to the trips, they brought a guy, so you had man-on-man. Typically, you want to throw and replace where that guy's blitzing from. Hopefully, they can make that adjustment.
Wilson hits the edge, up ahead, first down run in the Lansing territory. Again, delivering the blow all the way down to the 38-yard line of Lansing.
Mill Valley's going to have a lot of rushing yards tonight. Lansing's not doing a good job of getting off the offensive, getting off the blocks. They're not shedding those at all this evening. They're letting the Mill Valley linemen lock on and drive them.
We'll start talking about some of these linemen. Number 67, Evan Applegate, 6'7", 285. Definitely has the frame and the build, doing work up front for Mill Valley. Give is to Wilson into the second, third level, first down run for Mill Valley. Or maybe check that a little short of the first down.
Yeah, not only that, you actually have some guys who can move a little bit as well. We got Ian Calkins, who's only listed at 180, 6 foot. Got Colton Gatton, 6'1", 215. Adam Swearingen, 6'1", 250.
Wilson right up the middle, hitting them right in the mouth, going right underneath center. Left guard, number 61 there up front.
Yeah, Colton Gatton. Also got Ben Heck, 6'5", 245. So we got a little bit of mixture of power and speed on that offensive line, which is why we see Mill Valley pulling a lot with those guards.
You know what? You not only see the pulling, but you also see him getting to the second level. The defensive line needs to do a better job of occupying those linemen.
But when you get an opportunity in the backfield like number 87 there did for Lansing, you got to be able to make that tackle.
And that's been the key tonight. There's a lot of opportunities that Lansing's been having to make the tackles at the line of scrimmage or in the backfield. And I mentioned earlier, a lot of times, especially these field conditions, they're coming in too hot, which means they're coming in, not ready to make the tackle, coming in, just running right by the guy. You got to break down and get your feet set to be able to get into these guys.
Cook in the pistol formation with Nick Wilson. 2 wide receivers up top. Keeps right up the middle into the end zone. Logan Cook, touchdown, Mill Valley. His fourth.
The fourth for Cook. He's hungry.
Eating well here at Lansing, 39-8. 5 touchdowns for Cook. Wilson had the other.
After the extra point, number 91, Connor Mills.
A career, I don't even know if this is career or not. He had a very good game against Turner as well. Had a huge game earlier in the season. Again, this young man was out for a good period of time, fighting injuries throughout the season, but looks very strong, and perhaps the opportunity at an 8-0 to be able to rest.
Just saw some lightning. That might be the only hope for Lansing right now.
Extra point is good, 40-8. We'll be right back.
Melissa Green would like to thank the
40-8. Mill Valley leads, 7:49 remaining in the half. Logan Cook having his way here, going for seconds with 5 touchdowns so far here in the first half. Kick is away back. Flies over the head of Khalil Bailey, rolls into the end zone for a touchback. And Lansing will take over at the 20-yard line.
At what point, if you're Joe Appleby, do you start getting your main guys out of this ball game, considering next week is when your whole new season starts over. And we talked about this, early in the year with the media day. We know they have the numbers, they have the guys to be able to let the second, third level guys get into this game. But at what point do you have to do that?
Well, I think you see it here. We have some really white jerseys out there now for Mill Valley, so I think they already started to sub on the defensive side at least.
Porter pushing ahead. First down run, pickup of a couple.
Yeah.
Be second down and 8.
Stop made by number 11, Henry Midget.
Be a second down and long for Lansing.
So we do see Phillips still out there for Mill Valley, but as Austin just said, we do see some either some white uniforms as they're shits. No, we still see a couple other guys out there as well. So
Jegan's still chasing Bailey all over the field. So again, opportunity.
They just haven't had to make a lot of tackles on the second level, I guess.
We see some lightning off in the distance here as Bailey comes in motion. Fake give to him. Abbott keeps. Very short. Pick up to no gain.
We're seeing that lightning. We've been seeing lightning since like the third, fourth play of the game.
Third down long for Lansing. Clock rolling.
You got to think probably Appleby's going to try to play these guys at least 2.5, and we'll see a lot of reserves getting to this ball game.
Christian Abbott in the shotgun. Snap is back. Banks takes the catch, moves upfield, very close to a first down for Lansing. He will get across the line and a first down for Lansing.
And that's that play you was looking for earlier. They attempted to run the rocket screen there to the other side to Bailey, but good job by the defense of Mill Valley to actually kind of clog that up where they wasn't able to get the ball out there. But good job by Abbott finding his release man in Banks there.
First down for Lansing at the 30-yard line. Takes the snap, fires quickly out to Bailey, takes it, looking to make break a tackle, move upfield. He is going to pick up about 5 or 6 yards on first down for Lansing.
Gain about 5 yards on the play. It'll be second down and 5. Stop on the play, number 1, Christian Jagan.
Second down, call it 5. Little more, looks more like 6 for Lansing. Bailey will come near side. Bailey needing around 220, 230 to break the state record in receiving. Off to a good start here tonight as Porter takes the carry, not able to break away, and it'll be a no gain, maybe a loss of 1 there on second down.
Stop is made by number 44, Alex Rounds. Chile now on sale.
Third down and 7. For the Lansing Lions. Mill Valley. 40 quick points here in the first half. Abbott takes the snap on third down. Fires high across the middle, incomplete. Ball floated on him a little bit. We'll see if they go ahead and punt the football. They will send the punting team out.
You almost have to punt it here. I mean, yes, you're down by a lot, but you don't want to give. If you don't get it, you don't want to give Mill Valley the short field position. Success they've had tonight.
For Mill Valley, number 1, Christian Jagan.
Porter back for the kick.
Flag on the play. Ball start against the Lions.
Motion penalty and a 5-yard penalty on Lansing. Pushing back 5 more yards as Jagan is back again to return the kick. Mill Valley showing pressure. Porter. Kick is away. Nice kick. Jagan takes it on the fly. Gets going at the 25. Bursts ahead to the 40. Just before the 40-yard line. Call at the 37 is where Mill Valley will take over.
Good job there by Cortez Brattle, able to hold on.
Lansing High School presents Peter Pan November 14th and 16th, 7 p.m. at the District Auditorium.
40-8.
For adults, $5
So we'll
for
see
students
who
and
comes out
senior
at quarterback
citizens.
here
Call
for Mill Valley. Cook is in the huddle.
3357 to reserve your tickets. That's Peter Pan.
So, yeah,
November
And he's
14th
on the sideline
and
now.
16th
So
at
they
7
have
p.m.
gone to the reserves here early in the first half. The big man takes over at quarterback, number 19. Bursts ahead, plenty of room, burrows into the secondary. First down run. Our tight end from earlier in the game, number 19, goes into the backfield to carry the football.
Dylan Cole with the full house backfield doing his own impression of the
First down for the Jaguars, 4:28 left in the first half.
Wildcat formation, just take it and go.
You have to think with that line and how big he is, they might be able to just walk down the field here, push it forward.
Trying to get his numbers up a little
It
bit.
is a straight give, and he's got room. Into the second level, first down run, pickup of about 8 or 9 yards, moving the chains.
6'2", 260. We saw the defender there. He had to did what he had to do, which is get lower than him.
Come out, same formation, bunched up here.
Right and left, back
Dylan
and forth.
Cole. He is going far side, plenty of room up on the edge. Does he have the speed to get into the end zone, though? He does not, but plenty of room. Pick up there down to the 10-yard line of Lansing.
That's 3 in a row. We'll see if he has the stamina to be able to take it a fourth time. Big man might be a little winded now.
Conditioning test for Mr. Cole.
First and goal for the Jags on the Lions 9.
When you look at the replay, the defender's not trying to get in front of that truck.
Austin talked about him early in the first half. Now carrying the football.
So you don't have as much pep in the step now.
But he will get
He's
into
gonna
the
walk
end
in.
zone. Touchdown. Mill Valley, Dylan Cole.
19, Dylan Cole.
Dylan Cole
Touchdown, Mill Valley.
getting into the action here, into the end zone.
Senior was out there blocking.
Being rewarded for his hard work.
Getting to eat as well as Mill Valley scores again, 46-8. On for the extra point. Number 91.
Extra point is good. Number 91.
Connor Mills with the kick. Extra point is good, 47-8. We'll be right back. David Brock's back. SHUKC.com. Here on this TV, presenting for the first time this year the Mill Valley Jaguars, undefeated, looking to end their regular season at 9-0, heading into the 5A playoffs.
I think looking into going undefeated is an understatement right now.
Was well within their sights as Porter looking to break away, make some nice moves. Good feet, choppy feet, able to break away and get up to the 30-yard line. Still plenty of fight in Hector Porter.
Stop is made by number 28.
We're talking in the break, Austin. Having a lot of success on the right side of that line in Mill Valley.
Out to the 30-yard
Yeah, guys, a lot of beef up front there for Mill Valley. It's no wonder why they run to the right most of the time. We saw number 19, Dylan Cole, do a lot of the blocking on the first touchdowns, and we saw him get rewarded there, letting the big dog eat for once. It's just another weapon this offense has moving forward.
Lansing now in the I formation. Looking to run the ball themselves. Up ahead, pickup of about 2 or 3 yards on first down for Lansing.
Tyler Garrison.
And there might be a mutual agreement that we want to try and get some work in. And Lansing not dead with a loss here tonight. Has an opportunity pending the score at the Washington versus Sligo game. Abbott. Ball. A little shaky there by Gerard.
Ball carrier number 21.
See the leaves are blowing.
Yeah, starting to see the wind pick up here as it looks like a
number 12, Tyler Garrison.
potential. We saw some thunder earlier, so it could be a potential storm coming in this way. other than the storm we've
If
seen
we
on the
do
field
stop the
tonight.
play for weather, we'll have all the fans go to your vehicles, please.
We will go shotgun formation. Abbott, clock running here. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Abbott takes the snap, sets, still looking, fires high. Abbott's been soaring the ball here tonight for the Lansing Lions. The clock stops, 4th down, and they will punt the football.
4th down for the Lions, 1:52 left in the half.
You know what, guys? We've seen Abbott off a little bit so far. Give credit to Mill Valley's defense, but you can't help but wonder how much he actually practiced during this week coming off that injury. I know he won't make an excuse for it, but maybe a little rhythm and a little timing off with not practicing much this week.
Porter steps into the kick, booms it back, taken at the 20-yard line with room up 30. Bang down right there up to the 34-yard line. Minute 40 remaining here in the half.
Another good special teams play by Cortez Brazel coming in to put the hit on Drew McGee.
Stop on the punt return. The Lions
Come out now, Logan Cook will come back into the ball game.
1st down and 10 for the Jaguars. 1 minute 40
Cole
left in the half.
comes back. He will line up at tight end for Mill Valley now, near side. Cook, give is to Wilson. Working to get to the edge, moves back into the middle of the field. You see the leaves blowing.
Yeah, as you're watching this on
Ball carrier
this
number
TV,
33, Wilson.
it's leaves, not snow.
Stopped by a flag of Lions.
Thanks for that distinction, Vernon.
I mean, when you look at it on the screen, it looks like it could be snow.
Cook,
I'll let you guys know if it's snow down here. I'll be the first to tell you.
Cook in the pistol formation. Clock rolling. Keeps looking to get to the edge. Safety coming up, cannot wrap up. Cook gets to the edge. 1st down run for Mill Valley.
Quarterback keeper on the play. Number 4, Cook. Stop is made by number 44 for the Lions.
Vernon, I think those are the plays right there that maybe make you nervous as a head coach with your starting quarterback going hard, still playing hard, as always, going right to the bench.
Yeah, especially when you end up on the sideline like that.
Cook, give is to Wilson, working the edge. Pushes through, but for one of the rare times now, Lansing brings him down.
Stop is made by number 87, Colin McCarthy.
For a short pickup for Mill Valley.
Gain of a couple on the play will be 2nd down and 8 for the Jaguars.
At the half, we will check and see if we can't get the score of that Washington versus Schlegel. Give is to Wilson again, looking to get to the edge. Wrapped up. Oh. Chair falls down from up top as the wind is really starting to whip around now.
Guys, you can definitely tell who didn't clean their leaves this week. It's a storm going on down here with leaves flying all over the place.
Yeah, we got chairs flying from off top of the press box. But we're at the half.
We're at the half. We'll be right back with Moses and Brian Watson.
Mill Valley leads the Lions 47.
David Brock's back live for the second half kickoff. SHUKC Friday Night Football brought to you on this TV as Mill Valley with a commanding lead, 47-8. We brought Austin up here to make it a 3-man booth, and maybe we'll talk a little bit about the entire area as Porter takes the kick at the 15, fakes another return, not going to work as well this time around as he gets up to the 28-yard line. And we do have an update of the score at Washington High School. The Washington Wildcats leading 8-0 at the half over the Schlegel Stallions.
So last week, Schlegel puts up 40-plus points. And this week, a goose egg in the first half.
Big-time rivalry game there. Guys playing for pride, not only to go to the playoffs, but to bragging rights for a year.
Abbott will go under center. I formation. Clock is not running, so it doesn't appear that they are going to run the clock here in the second half as Abbott Drops it off to Porter underneath, 35, moves up to midfield and into Lansing territory. A little sloppy there on the sideline, not picking up those extra yards and stepping out of bounds.
Yeah, a lot of room there. He's getting chased there by Phillips. You know, we see Mill Valley still come out in the second half with their starting defense, so it might even be a little bit of a pride thing, not trying to give up points, don't want to give up a record as well.
What's the situation if Schlegel loses?
Bailey goes far side. Single wide receivers far and near. I formation. Gerard is back deep. Straight give to Gerard. Trouble handling the ball, but he'll get a very short loss on first down. Second down, 10 for the Lansing Lions. So Lansing, despite this 47-8 loss, if Washington is able to get the victory against Schlegel, will advance to the playoffs, benefiting from a more than 21-point victory at Washington High School. Quick throw to the sideline, caught.
Pass is complete.
Kenneth Banks.
And they're coming out with similar plays that they started to, start this game, and they kind of got away from that actually early after they got down 13-0. But those quick 4 or 5 yards passes early in this ball game were money.
Yeah, they became pretty predictable when they got down, 2 and 3 scores, and Mill Valley just started playing a cover 2 shell. I was hoping they'd keep running the ball and stay with those short passes, because that's what's going to be there against this, other than just taking shots deep.
Abbott will come out in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers. Gerard in the slot. Goes in motion. Single coverage up top. Bailey. Abbott fires across the middle. Almost intercepted by Jegan.
Yeah, that's another ball we've seen that's kind of floated once it left his hands. He kind of eyed down Bailey the whole time, so we knew that's where he was going. Bailey ran that deep in route, and the ball just floated out of his hand. Had plenty of time.
Yeah, he did have good time. And, if you look back there at the start of that play, Bailey was one-on-one. They manipulated the coverage here. You see that from the beginning with the 3 down here to the bottom of your screen. Just let Bailey run a quick short route, get another 6 yards, get a first down. You don't always have to go 10 yards in downfield. He's a great possession receiver as well.
Jegan takes the kick at the 20, pushes upfield with room. Needs to make one man miss. The kicker's back. Porter, the linebacker, so not as bad to get run down by the punter when the punter is a middle linebacker who can break down and make a tackle like that. But
I still think, on a dry field, he's getting by him. He's going to put a move on him and be standing in the end zone.
So there's something about punters and kickers all across football this year at every level. They're just making big hits and big plays.
You got Kyle Dumler, the 300-pounder, back kicking the ball for Bonner Springs. Logan Cook will come out for the second half with a 39-point lead in the shotgun formation with Nick Wilson. Running game of Mill Valley.
See him move tight ends to this side here. So look for run this way.
Cook keeps, moves up the sideline, plenty of room, bursts into the secondary. Spins move, does not go out of bounds, but goes down after a pickup of about 25 yards.
It's a great run there. We've seen it all day on that right side, going behind 67 and number 19, Dylan Cole. You see Cole 30 yards down the field, lead blocking. Tremendous athlete for his size, and this O-line never gives up. That's what makes him special. It's just not the first level. They're getting all the way down the field and blocking to the whistle.
Here's my question right now. Why is Logan Cook still in this ball game? Is it just to get him reps because he's been out so long and running with the first team?
Keeps up the middle room, breaks tackles and away into the end zone. Touchdown, Mill Valley, Logan Cook. And I have not seen this since a few years back. I watched Trayvon Wrench go nuts against the Bonner Springs Braves, scoring 6 touchdowns, and Logan Cook has got to be up in that atmosphere. I don't know what his yardage is, but
well, I'm sure that has to be what it is, considering he hasn't played since week 2 or 3. Probably just getting him reps with the first unit again is the only thing I can think of why he would still be in this game.
And there could be something there with Coach Appleby going into the playoffs every year. Maybe he's trying something different. Maybe they've kind of coasted him before and struggled in that first round. Maybe he's trying to keep his guys warm, get those reps like you said.
So we're at 54-8. We'll be right back.
Clock runs.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, clock running. David Brock's back. SHUKC Friday Night Football. Mill Valley scores again. Logan Cook, 6th touchdown of the night. Clock moving here now in the second half as they play this game out.
Well, we know Mill Valley does a weekly awards, offense, defense, special teams, and I'm pretty sure I know who the offensive guys want to be this week.
Vernon Birmingham going out on a limb.
Going out on a limb.
Let's talk player of the year, guys. We've gone through now. This is the 9th week.
Logan Cook.
He might have had a career game in 1 week.
I'd be interested to see how many guys he passed just on these 3 games alone that he's played this year. Tremendous talent.
So
only
he was
a sophomore.
He was at about 479, and he only played like 3 or 4 games. So he's been putting up these video game numbers the entire season. But this is to another extreme. If he would have played the whole season, you have to think about what type of yardage he would have put up.
Definitely. One of those games was against a great perennial program powerhouse in Manhattan as well. So you can't discount those he's played against.
Bailey takes it on a revert jet sweep play. Nothing there as the defense staying strong.
Speaking of Bailey, he has to be one of those names in the conversation. He'll probably be one of the Otis Taylor Award finalists in the Metro. So I would put him probably, in that top 3-4 as one of the SHUKC's Offensive Player of the Year candidates. Even against this Mill Valley team, they're getting blown out right now. He's been able to make some plays when the balls come his way, especially early in the game. He had 4 or 5 catches pretty early.
Bailey with a touchdown, the lone touchdown for Lansing tonight. 2nd down, 15 for the Lions. Quick throw, intercepted, pick 6, number 11. Into the end zone, touchdown, Mill Valley.
Connor Case. No, Henry Midyet.
I'm sure we're butchering that right now, but touchdown, Mill Valley.
Midyet.
Yeah, we've seen it all game. They get into this cover 2 shell, guys, and those outside linebackers, sometimes they blitz, sometimes they jet out to that hook to flat area. Great play design there by the defense. They've executed all night long, so why not get out there and let the defense get in on this scoring.
60-8. Now Mill Valley with the extra point. Snap, kick is up. This kid's got a leg.
Extra point is good.
It's good. 61-8. This is David Brooks. We'll be right back. Mill Valley to kick off again. We talked about this earlier in the first half. Vernon switched up and had Porter down here taking the kickoffs each time now. Move Bailey up top. Every kick has gone to the left side. Right down the middle. They kick it directly to Bailey, who takes it upfield, bursts through the line, able to shake away, but it will not break away.
Kickoff return,
out to the 26-yard line. 1st down for Lansing. We can talk about another player, too, Cole Holloway out of Tonganoxie. They get the victory last night against Baser Linwood, and we'll move on and be the top seed to face the surprising Bishop Ward Cyclones, who got brought back down to earth a little bit against Piper.
Yeah, Ward played tough for a while. It was a little rivalry game. They hung in there for a little bit. Big kickoff returns for Piper, was able to break open the game. However, it could be a trap game.
Piper will face Jeff City at home, a rematch of a game last year. Very competitive game.
Ball carrier number 32.
Loss of about 1 there on that first play, and the end of a career. 3-year starter Jordan Jackson losing to Spring Hill last night, 31-21. As Abbott goes under center, 2nd down 11. Porter, the deep back, straight give, works to the edge, upfield. Pickup of about 6 yards there for Lansing.
So you talk about Jordan Jackson, original member of SHUKC Next Level Workouts. Tremendous kid, tremendous all-around offensive player. Really put the team on his back throughout his career. Had a tremendous start to his high school career as a sophomore, and really really maybe lost the athletes and the help on the outside, but really, you saw it again this year, leads the team in rushing, and obviously with the passing, he'll have a career at the next level, that's for sure.
Snap and give to Porter, working the edge, picks up a first down. Talk a little bit about Jackson, too. His first year, again, he had Stevie Williams, he had J.J. Jackson. That second year as a starter, maybe tried to do a little bit too much as an individual.
Definitely. I think people underestimate, you think you have a quarterback that's just going to go out and it's just going to be, like we see right now, video game numbers. But you have to have the talent around you. You have the guys to pitch it and catch it to. And Bonner kind of hit a dry spell there as far as guys on the outside that were really playmakers and could change the game by themselves, like Stevie Williams was for them and like his brother. And he kind of went on tough times, but credit to him to continue to push forward with his team.
First down run, no gain for Porter.
And one thing that's interesting watching Bonner, early in the year they had a three-head monster. They kind of disappeared about the midway point of the year. We didn't hear too much from Trevon Mason as we did early in the year. Knerrshield had a pretty big game not too long ago, but though that Russian, that three-headed monster that we saw early in the year kind of came back to one head.
We were talking Mason earlier, had 10 touchdowns pretty quick in the season, was a player of the year candidate. Logan Cook was obviously a candidate with his strong start before his injury. Ball on the ground, and I think Mill Valley will jump on it and recover at the 38 of Lansing. Nothing going right for the Lions.
Chili was pretty good tonight.
You know what, we talk about these teams that are up here going to play next week in the playoffs, and when it comes to offense and defensive player of the year, it's really tough because they have so many weapons that get you in so many ways. You see tonight for Mill Valley, obviously the quarterback Cook, you have the running back 33, and then you put big number 19 Dylan Cole back there, and he rumbles for 4 carries and 80 yards and a touchdown. That makes it tough to really have an individual really stand out, but as a team, that's why you see them moving on in the playoffs, multiple players doing it week in and week out.
Our player of the year last year, Paul Berry, struggles now without an offensive line. They lead Harmon 13-6. So struggling against the Harmon Hawks.
See, Ty Bruce has entered the game now, quarterback for Mill Valley, replacing Logan Cook, who finishes the evening with, what, 6, 7?
6 touchdowns.
He was on pace for 19, so that's not bad.
What a luxury to have another quarterback, a year older, a junior, but they can fill the void and come in and keep the bus moving, keep the train rolling for this Mill Valley offense.
As we head down in the third quarter, Mill Valley will let it run down. This is David Brox with SHUKC here on this TV in a blowout, 61-8 at the end of 3. We'll be right back.
That's the end of the third quarter. Let's introduce
David Brox back is Mill Valley's Ty Bruce, who's done a very good job coming in for Cook for the Jaguars this season. Gives up front to number 18 as we see some of the reserves for Mill Valley. Isaiah Young, 5'6", 150, a junior.
Number 18, Isaiah Young. Stop is made by
so you talk about the depth of a program. They just keep bringing guys in, and they don't seem to miss a beat. That'll do them very good come playoff time.
I'm watching I think that's still 72 in the ball game. Starting offensive line has not come out of the game. At least the 2 strong horses up front. Bruce in the shotgun now, bunch formation. Straight give, Young keeping his feet, able to churn down and pick up a first down on third down for Mill Valley. Keep the clock moving.
Stop is made by number 57, Alex Diaz.
Let's talk a little defense. Our award winner last year, Colton Beebe at Piper, having another strong year. Well over 100 tackles going into the playoffs.
I'm not going to say anything about watching the game.
He might be one of those SHUKC 2-3-time player of the year type people.
Who are some of the other players that you're looking for, though?
Kyle Demler had a pretty strong year up front for Bonner. We know most of the year he played on one side of the line, but near the end of the year he kind of went over to the offensive side to kind of finish the year as well, as we see another Mill Valley touchdown.
Isaiah Young taking the table scraps, but getting his feed is full.
So here's a better question. We know that Isaiah ran a touchdown. But here's the question. Here's the question. We know with a Washington win, Lansing's in. If you're Lansing, how do you feel going into the playoffs, coming off a game? I mean, of course, you're going to be happy to get into the playoffs. But, how's your psyche going into the playoffs after a game like this?
All three teams, Sligo, Washington, and Lansing, had to write this down as a loss. I mean, you don't want to get smashed like this 67-8, but you didn't come in expecting that. Again, you got deflated last week at home against Sligo. But again, you are going to possibly walk into the playoffs with a loss.
Backdoor your way into the playoffs.
Well, and unfortunately, this is nothing new for this Lansing defense. We saw them have a lead at Bonner and then promptly give up 40-plus points in the second half to lose that one. So it's been a sore spot all year. And, when push comes to shove, you go back to your old ways, and that's what we've seen here. They just kind of been gashed, down in and down out.
But I've watched this Lansing team go against Washington and have it do a very good job against that strong offensive team, although Washington coming off that big win against Wyandotte. Maybe emotions play a little bit more.
Maybe a little name on the jersey type as well.
Kick is away. Porter again will return. Working through, finishing the run hard, and they will start at the 25-yard line.
Number 43.
The clock rolls down to 8 minutes here in the fourth quarter.
32, Austin Corbett. Nice hard run, number 43, Hector Porter.
Ball set at the 25 for Abbott. Will stay in at quarterback. Porter in the backfield as Bailey does not have a catch here in the second half, as Lansing may be willing to just go ahead and get out of this ball game. Pitch play. Bobble but caught. Moving upfield. Short pickup on first down for Lansing.
Going back to your defensive player of the year, I think you may not need to look any further than this Mill Valley defense. You talk about a team that the highest they gave up was 25 to, I believe, 6A Manhattan School. They've just constantly had shutout after shutout or given up less than 10 points. And you talk about linebacker T.J. Phillips.
He's leading the team in
linebacker
tackles.
Alex Rounds. Just right there, those two guys right in the middle just have been dominant all year for them.
Rounds one of the sack leaders. You saw the pick six by Henry Midget. Blitz coming right up the middle. Ball on the ground. Picked up. Taken down. Good play there. We're talking defense. We see the linebacker burst right through and break that play up.
Yeah, great job there by Seth Burnett being on spot there. But once again, the blitz getting home. That's what you blitz for, is to get to the quarterback, get to the running back. Making plays on both sides of the ball tonight for Mill Valley.
It's the thing about district play, that while they're losing 68-8 here, likely to go in again, this only is a -21 in the district tiebreaker column.
And Washington just gets an interception in the red zone. So that game looks like Schlegel's on their way to possibly getting in to tie that game up. Damon Jackson.
Got another quarterback in now, is Young, looking to get his second touchdown of the night. Gets it down to the 8-yard line. The thing I'll talk about with Kyle Dumler is that he's a player a lot like BB that you had the game plan for. You knew coming in that you were going to get the double teams, and you saw the production from the other players, a Terrell at the linebacker position that got freed up a lot to go make plays.
Say, when a guy can affect the game by not making any plays, you know you're a special player, especially on the defensive side. What comes to mind is that first half against Piper where he's playing outside, and Piper had success running. Then all of a sudden they made the halftime adjustment to put him back over the nose, and it was over.
Give is to Young, looking to get the edge. Lansing, though, stout up front, very close to a first down. Will be marked a little short, third down for Mill Valley as we wind down here at 5:30. So Mill Valley staring at a first-round game against St. Thomas Aquinas.
Who's getting beat 29-3 right now.
Against Miege.
Bishop Miege. They just got a field goal to get on the board.
So Aquinas does play in the EKL, one of the stronger leagues here in Kansas. As Young gets to the edge, pushes into the end zone, touchdown as a flag flies in. Maybe a hold on the edge. That is the signal, one of the rare few penalties that we've seen tonight too.
Yeah, we have even named officials this evening. We see Brian Wally back there with the hold call from the back judge position. No referee giving us the call. Gary Bramer, Lloyd Martley, Dennis Dernovich, Jason Bramer rounds out our referee crew this evening. Like I said, in the game, they've had very few penalties.
And when you
but
start bringing in number 73, number 70, if you're bringing these guys off the bench, and there's not even a 73 on the program, so this kid hasn't been playing much, and he's coming onto the field now at that size on the edge. Future looks bright at Mill Valley.
Tremendous luxury right there.
I mean, and I'm ballparking it here as it's not in the program, he's a 6'6" kid, maybe 270, 280. He looks the part.
Yeah, absolutely.
Number 18, Isaiah Young, stopped by a Pride Alliance.
This is David Brox. We'll be right back. Why would we do that? Fourth down for Mill Valley as the clock rolls down near 3 minutes. As we will turn eyes all now. And again, Lansing probably won't want to be looking at the scoreboard, but they will likely, with a Washington win, get to play another week. Keep up the middle, bang down. They will for the first time tonight.
Come on, man. Give the field goal kicker some love. Let him come out.
Mill Valley.
You never know in the playoffs when you're going to need that kid.
You know what? Somebody we haven't talked about for Player of the Year on the offensive side is a quarterback running out right now, number 12. Yeah, he's got a big-time receiver, but he's been a tremendously accurate quarterback. His yards to attempts is over 10 yards, which is great. And, yes, it's been a tough game here, but even last week in the loss, he was up over 300 yards, and he's going to get to come back for his senior year to try again.
You've got to think about Dominic McKenzie over at Wyandotte, too. Over close to 3,000 yards. I don't know what he's doing tonight, but he will be very close to 3,000 as they throw the ball up here to Bailey. Almost able to pull that in.
That's a play we've seen him make numerous times. He's able to cut back under that throw. If he's able to make that, I think he's going to go to the house since he had an angle, since everybody else is kind of stumbling in the other direction.
So Bailey with a big first quarter, I'll say. I mean, he's been quiet since they got started. So they did come out and try and go man-to-man against him, and they got ate up on a big, long touchdown.
But you see who's still guarding him, though. So everybody else has come out the game but him. So, again, I think it's you're not getting a record on us tonight.
Abbott in the shotgun now, clock moving. Incomplete. As we play out the last minute and a half of the SHUKC season. 9 games, we got to see almost all 14 schools. A great season with Mr. Vernon Birmingham, Austin Bennett. Maybe we can roll our credits. We'll get to that a little bit later as the Lansing Lions on 3rd down and 10. Maybe an opportunity to try and get the ball to Bailey and collect a few more yards. We'll see if they just sit on it here. They're in the shotgun. Blitz up the middle, drops it out to Porter. Makes a nice move at the 10, upfield. You talk about a player like Porter, he's been one of the reasons that Bailey's been able to get open, because you double team coming out of the backfield. Porter and Colin McQuillan, who they missed dearly tonight. I don't know if he would have made that much of a difference in this ball game. But those two over 500 yards receiving.
What's the score on the other?
Abbott in the shotgun.
One
Last play of the game.
Throw it up.
Oh, you heard the score?
Fires it high over the head of Bailey, incomplete. And the story of the game there, high by Abbott to Bailey. And we're at a final 68-8. This is David Brooks. We'll be right back.
Don't forget to set your clocks back before going to bed.
David Brooks back here at Lansing High School, where the Mill Valley Jaguars are your KVL League title and district champions. Here as we go through our credits.
Thank you for supporting the Lansing High School
Executive
program
producer,
tonight.
myself,
We
David
appreciate
Brooks.
your participation at every
Producer
home
and director,
football game.
Todd Henderson.
Thank you for being here for the kids.
Technical
Have a
directors,
safe
A.C.
drive home.
Taylor, Ernest Sewell. Replay director, Ernest Sewell. Graphics coordinator, the incomparable Mark Snyder. Cameras, Curtis Boyd, Clayton Young Jr., Terry Williams. Pre-game at halftime, Moses Wyatt, B. Watson. Austin Bennett on the sideline. Closed captioned by Captain Solutions. Done an excellent job for us all year. Our partners over at NCD, technical director Jerry Arkuski, Karen King. We really appreciate their confidence in us to be able to bring this broadcast to you guys this year. Let's talk about this squad. 68-8. We're picking up the victory. We'll see if we can get running to go get Coach Appleby. Got to be impressed with this offensive line and their ability to take advantage of it and cook.
Definitely an all-around team performance that we've seen tonight and really all season. For Mill Valley, though, they've been at this point before, and the season really starts now for them. Can they continue to build on this, and can they move forward in the postseason like they haven't been able to do before? They seem to have the weapons to do it, but they have to go out and prove it to everybody else.
Let's run through these highlights real quick. As Mill Valley got started early and often. This is Cook here. Again, not being touched as he works through that line. But a lot of it is poor tackling. Again, up front.
You see the play fake here, Bailey. It's the double coverage now. The Mill ball in on the strong, wide open enough where they can get in for the first and one score.
So Mill Valley did come out and try and play man against Bailey. Quickly got out of that and went to a cover two, but it was just way too much. Logan Cook, as you see the nice move there, didn't even touch him. That touchdown.
Definitely a leader on this team, but definitely carried the offense tonight. Sophomore, see what kind of steps he takes in the postseason.
That's a very nice spin move. The difference is going to be, and again, let's be honest, the Lansing team has struggled on defense this season. Next week, those type of plays won't be there, and maybe that's why you see them playing defense through the second half, because they want their team to focus on execution, not so much on how easy it is.
Yeah, multiple times now we talked about the Lansing. They'll go down the offensive line and be able to get to the second level. As they move forward in the playoffs, those defensive linemen they'll play against will really occupy those guys and let the linebackers run free, which is who you want making a tackle.
We saw them go to a couple of different quarterbacks. You saw the big man, Dylan Cole, get in the end zone here, but Logan Cook comes back into the game, pushes to the outside and walks into the end zone for his sixth of the ball game.
Once again, they built their strong program for Mill Valley, and it really shows with all the weapons they have and multiple people scoring tonight in multiple different ways. So very talented team.
You got Isaiah Young making some nice moves. Let's roll through our sponsors real quick. We appreciate the support. KC, Kansas City Sports Highlights Unlimited. Serenity Counseling and Wellness Center. Help is one call away. Hindu Production. Perfection, precision, passion. Chisholm and Sons Trucking. You call, we haul. Chick-fil-A at the Plaza. Eat more chicken. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back with Coach Appleby for Mill Valley. David Brock back at Lansing High School with Coach Appleby. Congratulations, Coach. League title, district title. What does that mean to your team staying undefeated through the regular season?
Oh, it's a huge accomplishment. We talked to the kids. It's never easy to go undefeated in a regular season, and it's just a testament to the work they've put in since last November, since we lost that playoff game to Miege. They were just determined, to come back strong. And we lost a really good senior class last year, and all these kids, seniors all the way down to the sophomores and some of the freshmen, have really stepped up and done a nice job.
So Logan Cook back on the field again tonight. I think we had him at 6 touchdowns.
Yeah.
But I don't know, you probably stopped keeping track there. How important was it for him to get some playing time as he head into the playoffs?
Yeah, it's huge. Yeah, he needs some game speed reps. He had been practicing in practice. He was healthy enough to come back last week, but he had a just misfortunate family incident where he had to miss the game. But he's a very hard worker. He's very self-critical kid, and he just does a very good job running our offense.
So, I know we want to give credit to the offensive line, but, we've seen through the weeks nobody's been really breaking away like Logan does. But maybe talk about that offensive line that have been doing a fantastic job for you guys.
Oh, absolutely. We've been telling all year that every time we step on the field to play a game, we expect them to win the game for us and dominate up front. And they've done a great job of that. And that's just really what that comes from is the work they put in the weight room, and it just comes out on the field. And, obviously they have to give good technique, and we have a great O-line coach, Coach Pollard. And, the technique they have, it just, it allows them to play the way they do.
We're talking about in the game that you guys have seen a lot of running teams coming up at this point. Your first look at an offense that wants to throw the ball a little bit more. We saw that you let Jegan go one-on-one with Bailey at the beginning. Was that something you guys intentionally looked to try and do to work on?
Well, sure. We wanted to challenge him a little bit, we also wanted to challenge all of our secondary. We wanted to mix up our coverages because we knew, like you said, we haven't faced a lot of teams that like to throw the ball. So we wanted to really, work on those things and run those coverages we've been working on all year, just having to be able to really show them in a game. But, they did a great job. Great job.
Talk about the linebackers up front. You guys did a good job there as well, getting pressure in the second half and big play coming into the backfield.
Yeah.
Overall, linebackers, the whole unit did real good. It's almost like they wanted to take pride in being able to shut this offense down.
Absolutely. Yeah, it was a big challenge all week. Lansing's a very good offensive team, very good team. We challenged them, on last Saturday when we started watching film. And I said, these guys are going to come out and they're going to be ready to go. They're going to be fighting for the playoff lives, and our kids did a great job.
So you finished undefeated. You'll face the St. Thomas Aquinas team that struggled during the season in their league. But, again, we get into the conversation about is the KVL just as competitive as what you see in the EKL. How important is it for your team to come out and show well coming off this undefeated season?
Well, it's like every week. We're going to approach this week just like we do every week. It's going to be a challenge. Our kids are going to know they're going to have to work their butts off for that challenge. We aren't going to change anything as far as our approach because I think I really like the way our kids approach it week in and week out, regardless of who we're playing. But they know they're going to have to step up their game. There's no doubt about that. Come playoff time, it's just the time that you have to step up your game. And I think our kids will be ready for it. They're excited. They're very, very hungry. We got a really senior-led defensive group who's going to work extremely hard. And, offensively, we just got to continue to improve like we have all year.
So we're here with Coach Appleby, undefeated this season. KVL champions and district champions. We wish you the best of luck, Coach.
Thank you very much.
Go win it for us.
All right, that sounds good.
This is David Brock. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, I appreciate everything you guys are doing. I really do. It's a really good thing for high school football.
Absolutely. We'll be right back. This is David Brock back at Lansing High School. Wanted to take a moment, talk a little bit about this season. Wrap up another season with you, Vernon Birmingham. Maybe give me some of your impressions. What stood out this year for the games we covered?
I really don't know where to start. We've seen some tremendous performances this year from early in the year, seeing Trevon Mason out at Bonner as well as Jordan Jackson. Seeing Paul Berry again early in the year, even though he didn't have the success that he had last year, he still looked good. We saw Colton Beebe doing the things that he normally does on the defensive side of the ball. It's just, Javion Williams stepping up over Washington, Coach Salzgiver getting that team back to where they were. We talk about Dominic McKenzie, who's going to Minnesota next year to compete in the Big Ten. So we saw a lot of outstanding players this year. The offensive line and the defense of Mill Valley tonight stands out as well. So, we've seen a year where we saw a lot, but we're going to see who's going to be able to make that run in the playoffs. Bishop Ward, winning not only one game, but 2 in a row was a huge accomplishment for that program.
So that was a big one for me, seeing them get that win. We circled that game very early in the season, but that's what this is all about, being able to get out and show these kids that we are watching. We want to try and do it at a very high level for them. So make sure you guys check out www.shukc.com. We're on Facebook, Sports Highlights Unlimited. Follow me on Twitter. You can follow Birmingham on Twitter as well. So we're all over. We're going to be doing it for basketball as well. Check us out and come out and support SHUKC. So we'll go ahead and wrap it up now. I am David Brock's Fun Season. Thank you to this TV and everybody that's been tuning in. We'll see you next season.